Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at Fort Loramie High School where the Botkins Trojans take on the Fort Loramie Redskins. Tonight's game sponsored by Minster Bank, Schwederman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Francis Furniture, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, NKT Productions, and First National Bank. Think First, bringing you this afternoon's game between Botkins and Fort Loramie. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me, Ron Cruzy, and we have a pair of unbeaten teams in the Shelby County Athletic League in Fort Loramie and Botkins. Fort Loramie, of course, they're 2-0 with wins over West Liberty Salem and a win earlier this week against Anna. And Fort Loramie going for a milestone win this afternoon.
Yeah, they win today. It's going to be their 800th win in the program's history. And there's only Lima, Bath, Tip City, and Berlin Highlands have over 800 wins right now, and they could join those three schools in that category.
Botkins also off to a 2-0 start. They defeated Parkway, and then in league play, they knocked off Fairlawn. And optimism reigns in the Botkins camp for this new season.
Yeah, they come in the game averaging 58 points a game in their first two games. They're giving up only 38 points. So it's going to be interesting to see if that's their defense or if it's because of the teams they played so early in the season to make that comparison right now. But they have some returning people coming back, and one is senior Sarah Bergman, averaging 17 points a game, and they have a sophomore guard in Paige Lane, averaging 13 points a game.
So we should have a good matchup here. It's Botkins and Fort Loramie at Fort Loramie. We'll return with the opening tip-off and the starting lineups right after this.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Welcome back to Fort Loramie. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me, Ron Cruzy. They're introducing the starting lineups for the Botkins Trojans. Botkins 2-0 on the season, 1-0 in league play. Tira Greavy, number 12. Paige Lane, number 13. Aliyah Jones, number 14. Sarah Bergman, number 24. And Grace Holman, number 44. The starters here this afternoon for Botkins. Mike Maurer, the head coach for the Botkins Trojans, as it's Greavy, Lane, Jones, Bergman, and Holman for Botkins. And now for the home team, Fort Loramie Redskins under the veteran leadership of Carla Siegel, the head basketball coach. Number 12, Kennedy Gephardt, 5'5" sophomore. 5'11" freshman Kenzie Holscher, number 22. And number 23, Taylor Ratterman, a 5'5" sophomore. Another 5'5" senior, Hattie Meyer, number 32 for the Redskins. And rounding out the starting lineup for Fort Loramie, Marissa Myring, number 42, sophomore at 5'9". So the lineup for the Redskins, Gephardt, Holscher, Ratterman, Meyer, and Myring should have an interesting matchup here today. Of course, Fort Loramie, very good balance in their first couple of games. Lots of different people scoring as they've shown quite a bit of depth in those 2 wins.
It'll be interesting to see how Marissa Myring plays today. We saw her last year as a freshman, and after she played 6 games and tore her ACL, didn't play the rest of the season. So it's nice to see her back out on the floor today.
And the tip will be controlled by Botkins, dressed in the black and gold for the Trojans as they settle into their offense here in the opening possession of this afternoon's game.
Fort Loramie is in their normal man-to-man defense. They get in the passing lanes real well.
Up court quickly. The Redskins shot no good as Gephardt's shot. A rebound comes down to Bergman. Botkins will bring it up. That's Paige Lane. She's a sophomore. Saw quite a bit of playing time as a freshman. Down the lane goes Greavy. In the corner. Shot no good by Jones. It's going to bound to the other corner where Bergman will gather it in. Shot from outside, no good, and the rebound will come down to Fort Loramie. Kenzie Holscher pushes it up court. Myring. Marissa Myring with the bucket, and Fort Loramie on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard takes a 2-0 lead as we go under 7 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of actions. Fort Loramie with a double team with the steal as Ratterman. Her shot is blocked. Nice defensive play there by Sarah Bergman, number 24.
That's the MO for Fort Loramie right there. Turn the ball over and push it up the floor and get the layup.
Lob inside, tipped away, but Fort Loramie will maintain possession. They'll work it to the outside as they look inside. Meyer with the basketball. Back around the other way go the Redskins. On the baseline, back over and back out, but that's going to be a turnover as Ratterman chases down the loose basketball.
That's Fort Loramie's first turnover. Botkins has 2 already in the game. Botkins comes in averaging 8 turnovers a game, whereas Fort Loramie 11.
Greavy, she'll go to the right side. Turnaround jumper by Greavy, shot no good. Bergman off a glass, and that'll go. Sarah Bergman, strong player inside for Botkins, and we are tied at 2.
Botkins man-to-man right now. It almost looked like a zone, but there wasn't much movement. Now you can tell it's man-to-man.
Gephardt on the baseline, back out to Ratterman. Over to Meyer. She's top of the key, looking at Bergman. Gephardt as they look inside, back over on the baseline. There's the drive, and there's going to be a foul on number 13. That's Paige Lane, and our first foul of the afternoon.
Nice shot fake there by Myring. Then drove the baseline. She was back behind the backboard. There was no reason to foul at that point.
Myring at the line. Score remains at 2 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Here's the replay. See the foul there by Lane. Second free throw is good.
And you could see on the replay where she was going to have a hard time getting the ball back in front of the backboard without the foul.
Fort Loramie with the full court pressure as Bergman will handle it. Back over to Greavy. Outside shot by Jones is no good. Going to be a whistle away from the basketball. Foul is going to go against Grace Holman, number 44. That'll be Botkins' second foul. Hattie Meyer will walk it up court across the timeline.
There's a, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out that defense.
It's a little bit different. Shot up and in. I believe that was Kenzie Holscher with the basket on the rebound. 5-2, Fort Loramie here in the opening quarter play. 3-point lead as Greavy handles it. Double team, taken away. Here's the steal. Holscher with the basketball. Pulls up, takes the short jumper, no good. Bergman with the rebound. Battle for the rebound. It comes back out to Fort Loramie. They move it quickly to the corner and to the baseline. Inside, there's the short jumper, no good as Myring shot off target, but the rebound comes down to number 12, Gephardt, and she has the bucket. 7-2 is our Fort Loramie lead, and Botkins just having a little bit of problems on offense.
Yeah, the pressure defense, Loramie puts good pressure on the basketball. They try to get in the passing lanes. You can see every one of their defenders are down low.
Bergman on the baseline, and she'll draw the foul. That time, nice move, Bergman. Very strong player inside, and she'll draw the foul and will go to the line.
And Fort Loramie helps out a lot, too. That time they helped from the weak side, just got there a step too late and fouled her.
Take a look at that one again. There you see Bergman going up strong. Second free throw by the senior. Rolls around and out. Rebound comes down to Myring. Myring up court. As Fort Loramie will settle into their offense.
Now you see Bergman out on top, and she doesn't move. She doesn't follow anybody through.
Shot inside. That's number 10 off the bench. That's Heather Eilerman. We've got a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you that today's game between Fort Loramie and Botkins is brought to you by Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, 21st Century Kitchens, Schwieterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Schwann's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers Insurance, Cy Schwieterman, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, and Minster Brink, all bringing you this afternoon's game between Fort Loramie and Botkins here on the Fort Loramie home floor. Botkins takes the timeout. What do you think Coach Maurer said to his team?
Well, they just need to settle down and run their offense the best they can. They're going to have crisp passes, because if you throw weak passes against this Loramie defense, you're not going to have the ball very long.
Bergman will handle it. Tries to go inside, but it's going to be a scrap for it, and Myring's got her hand on it, and that's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to Fort Loramie, so that's a turnover Botkins.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that timeout had to be spent on the defensive end. I still, Bergman's out front. It looks like some sort of a matchup. But if the person she's guarding, if she goes through, Bergman doesn't follow her.
So it's 9-3 on the First National Bank Think First score. Botkins could use a basket here in the first quarter as number 12, Tira Greavy brings it up court. Greavy goes to the right side. Back over to a newcomer, Grace Holman, one of the starters. Back to Greavy in the corner. Shot no good, and scramble for the rebound, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go against Bergman.
I don't know. Now they're going to change it. Nope, they're going back to it.
Bergman's at the free throw line. And this defense is Looks like a 1-2-2 of some sort. Fort Loramie will handle it. They work it around the perimeter. They look inside. Back across. Short jumper is good as Kennedy Gephardt gets the shot and the sophomore drills it home. Lead at 12-3.
And I think that's their first 3 of the season.
Courtney Sutton, number 10, into the lineup for Botkins. Sophomore. Gephardt will draw the foul. It's her first and the second for Fort Loramie here in the first half. And Bergman at the line. She connects, and it's 8-point lead for Fort Loramie with 2:25 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Take another look at it. See, Bergman draws the foul. Second free throw connects.
Bergman has all 5 of the Trojans' points.
Handling the basketball for Fort Loramie, number 32, Meyer. Try to get it inside. Loose ball is picked up by Eilerman, and Heather rolls her shot home, and it's a 9-point Fort Loramie lead as Eilerman with the basket. Half-court pressure by Fort Loramie.
They like to trap out of that half court.
Sutton tosses it inside to Bergman, but it's going to be tipped away. And boy, I tell you, when you look at Fort Loramie, one thing that's constant over the years, Coach Siegel's teams play very, very good defense.
Yes, they do. They know how to force the ball in a certain area of the floor. They trap out of it. They give you a bunch of different looks.
Turnover by Botkins. Also in the lineup for Botkins, Janelle Greavy, number 3, up court quickly. Fort Loramie from the corner, shot no good as Ratterman shot off target, scrapped for the rebound, but there's going to be a foul. It's going to go against number 13, that's Paige Lane. That's her second, and quickly off the Botkins bench comes Tira Greavy.
That's going to affect them. She's averaging 13 points a ball game.
And for Botkins, number 12, Tyra Greavy.
Fort Loramie will inbound it. Pass
Botkins
goes to Myring.
Botkins in a 2-3 zone on the out-of-bounds play.
Shot from the corner, number 43, that's Rasman. So as Hattie Meyer inbounds it. Shot no good. Rebound shot up and in as Marissa Myring gets the follow-up shot. Pass down low. Turnaround shot no good by Greavy. Fort Loramie with a rebound. Up court quickly they come.
Fort Loramie controlling the boards right now.
That they are. Ratterman. Meyer now with it. Ratterman back over in the corner. Number 43's Rasman on the baseline. Pass over to the right side. Number 42 Myring with the bucket. Botkins is forced to take a timeout or score. Fort Loramie 18, Botkins 5. We'll be back right after this.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Fort Loramie using that aggressive defense, dominance on the boards, and they've jumped out to an 18-5 lead on Botkins as we approach the end of the first quarter of play.
Coach Maurer is pretty much forced into calling his second timeout with under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Tara Greavy, number 12, is going to be guilty of the travel. And off the bench.
And that's their 6th turnover.
A couple of substitutes for Botkins. Number 2, Hannah Bailey, and number 44, Grace Holman, will come back into the lineup. Fort Loramie in that half-court offense for under 30 seconds. There's a shot from the outside, and boy, on top of it all is Ratterman, Taylor Ratterman, a sophomore, connects. Redskins not missing too much here in the first quarter. Botkins with the ball inside. There's going to be a foul there against Holscher.
And there's that old bugaboo, you know, if you're going to play behind the post player, don't reach.
Don't reach, that's right.
There's a reason you're playing behind her, and that is to let her have the basketball and then defend her and also to box out. But if you play behind her and you reach, you're going to get a foul every time.
And a 5-second count on the inbounds pass. And Fort Loramie, as we've got 10 seconds left. Meyer will handle it. Running a cut back over to the left side, and Ratterman is going to go out of bounds.
0.2 seconds to go.
Addie Meyer will inbound it. She's number 32.
So they can't even catch it and shoot it.
And that's going to be it for the first quarter of play. Fort Loramie 21, Botkins 5. We'll be back right after this.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
Back here at Fort Loramie, we're about to begin the second quarter of basketball. Shelby County Athletic League girls basketball. Fort Loramie off to quite a start here in the first 8 minutes of play, Ron.
Yeah, they are. Everything's clicking. They're shooting the ball well from the three-point line, 2 out of 3, and from the field, they're 9 of 16. So that's over 50%. And anytime in high school ball you can shoot over 50% from the floor, you're doing good.
And they're playing great defense, Fort Loramie, with the turnover and the steal, and they'll come back in and settle into that half-court offense. Looking inside. There's a shot at the free throw line, and it banks home.
That's when you
called
know
it, so M. Wally gets the bucket.
That's when you know things are going your way.
Yep. To the baseline goes Botkins and Tara Greavy. And
so a good job there by Greavy, being aggressive. You know, you're down by 18. Be aggressive, take the ball to the basket, at least draw fouls and shoot with the clock stopped.
Tara Greavy at the line. And she connects on the free throw, the junior. Second toss coming up. Also good. Off the Botkins bench, or rather off the Fort Loramie bench, will come number 12, Kennedy Gephardt.
I don't know, she got hurt, maybe shook up a little bit on that layup, but took her out of the ball game. She might be under the weather. She doesn't look real good there.
Fort Loramie's, let's see, Abby Holthouse, number 40, also into the lineup for the Redskins, as Coach Siegel playing a lot of players here in the first half, and they have the depth. Shot by Kennedy Gephardt, and she'll draw the foul, and Gephardt will go to the line. One thing about the Redskins, they got great quickness. They move the basketball quite well. It'll be interesting to see how the season develops as far as, I guess you would say, rebounding and size-wise. They're all seem to be about the same size of player.
Yeah, they've got quite a few of them listed at 5'5". And I think 5'5" might be stretching it a little bit.
Second free throw is good. And that's 6 points in the afternoon for Gephardt with that second made free throw. Paige Lane with it, looks for Bergman, who runs a cut to the basket off a glass, no good, reaches up, can't get her own rebound. That's because Marissa Meyering has it for Fort Loramie. Redskins into that offense. Looks like Botkins back into a man-to-man. Now it's hard to tell. What do you think, Ron? That's a 2-3 maybe?
That looks more like a 2-3.
Yeah. Outside jumper. No good by Meyering. Rebound comes down to Botkins. Up court quickly. Elia Jones back over to Greavy. Greavy over to Paige Lane. Shot a little bit short. Ball's on the floor, and we go to the floor, and that's a jump ball.
So he's signaling the defense. I saw the sign. I think it's straight man-to-man right now. Yep.
Certainly don't want to be deceived by it, do we? And Ohio's coming at him, so we'll see what that means for Fort Loramie. Top of the key, there's the shot. It's off target as Gephardt's shot rebounded inside, and Meyering has it, gives it off to her teammate. Meyering, or rather number 40's Holthouse, rather. She has it. A couple different shots off target, and Bergman will have it across the timeline. Here comes Greavy down the lane, and she's going to draw the foul with 5:19 to go here in the first half of basketball. Foul will go against Marissa Meyering, number 42. As you see, number 43, Elisa Rasman will come into the lineup for Fort Loramie. Elia Jones. Back over to Lane. Lane handling the basketball. Back over to Bergman. Bergman looks inside. There's the toss inside, but unfortunately too long. With the basketball is Ratterman. Back over to Gephardt. Kennedy Gephardt with the basket. She's got 9 points out of Fort Loramie's 27. Sophomore guard. Let's see if Botkins can retaliate. Inside, there's Greavy's shot off the glass, but she'll draw the foul. Going to go against number 43, Elisa Rasman. That's her first.
Yeah, when your outside shots aren't falling, you have no choice but to go inside and attempt it in there.
Free throw a little bit short. Substitutes coming in. Number 10 for Botkins, that's Courtney Sutton. Number 32, Hattie Meyer, a 5'5" senior, comes back into the Fort Loramie lineup. And down court we go. Rasman shot around and out. Ball's on the floor, and that's a jump ball. Possession arrows pointing towards Botkins. So the Trojans will have the basketball. Elia Jones will inbound it. Paige Lane will bring it up court.
So Fort Loramie, with a 20-point lead, drops back and picks them up just over half court.
Bergman, top of the key. She'll go with her left hand, backdoor right, off the glass. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It's tipped back in by Bergman. Got to be a scramble and a foul in the backcourt. It's going to go against number 23 for Fort Loramie. That's Taylor Ratter, or number 22 rather. It's going to go against Kenzie Holscher. That's her second. Free throw. Courtney Sutton, sophomore at the line, converts on the first free throw. Second free throw, no good. And Marissa Myring clears the boards. Up court to Eilerman. Back over to Meyer. Addie Meyer will handle it. She'll go to the right side. And got to be a foul on Janelle Greavy.
So one more foul on the Trojans, and Fort Loramie will be in the 1-and-1.
Inbounds and almost tipped away there by Paige Lane. But Fort Loramie comes up with a basketball. Meyer, left side to Ratterman. Ratterman goes to the baseline, tries to pass it off. Inside shot no good by Myring, and the rebound up and in, as that's number 43, Elisa Rasman, with the bucket. Her first basket of the afternoon. Greavy goes to the floor. Shot is short. Ball is on the floor, as well as Paige Lane. The Fort Loramie basketball.
Yeah, right now Fort Loramie is dominating in just about every category there is, especially rebounding. They had 8 rebounds the first quarter compared to 3 for Botkins. Botkins has 3 rebounds this quarter, and again, Loramie has 8, so 16-6.
Fort Loramie with the basketball, and that's, they work the perimeter and they move it and try to rotate it to get that good shot. Eilerman's pass back over to Meyer. Meyer down the lane, back to Eilerman. Eilerman back over to Ratterman. Taylor Ratterman, the sophomore, connects with 2:27 to go.
That's a nice looking shot. Nice rotation on the basketball.
Nicely executed, and the ball will go out of bounds. A little bit of frustration.
And that's that
by the Trojans.
Ball pressure that Loramie puts on you. You've got to be able to handle the basketball, because it's just wire-to-wire pressure on the ball.
32-8, Fort Loramie with the lead over Botkins on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Fort Loramie moving the ball down to Gephardt. Tries to get it inside, loose basketball. Possession arrow will go to Botkins. It'll be a turnover for the Redskins. Bergman will inbound it.
It's only the Redskins' third turnover so far here in the first half.
3 turnovers in the first half. Wow. Pretty good basketball for this early in the season. Got a whistle as our scoreboard clock went dark, and officials are going to make sure that everything's okay there.
Now, if I was Botkins, I would.
Somebody pulled the plug.
I would come up with a score to put back on there. Well, they won't be able to do that.
No, they wouldn't do that.
Nope, came up right.
Yeah, it did. I think nothing more than somehow it got turned off.
2 guys on their knees underneath the table. They did a good job. Found that plug. Now keep your feet off of there.
There's a lot of basketball to be played in this gym today. Botkins looking to get into double digits here in the first half. Almost a steal, and just going to be a jump ball, and that time the possession arrow is going to go to Fort Loramie.
That's like a broken record, but
wow.
Right there, that was number 12, Kennedy Gephardt, with the pressure. She's another 5'5" sophomore, so I think that she's not 5'5".
Short jump shot there by Gephardt, no good, and the battle for the rebound, and Bergman will come up, or rather make that lane will have it. She'll take the shot and bank her home. 32-10. Fort Loramie with a 22-point lead. Inside goes Loramie. They push it back out, and the shot goes as number 42, that's Marissa Meyering, with her 9th point. She's got 9 on the night. On a baseline is the move, and boy, once you put that ball down on the floor, that's trouble, as Bergman will take a 3 from outside, but it hits the cable above the backboard, and that's going to mean Fort Loramie basketball. It's just brutal if you put the ball down on the baseline or right in there with 4 Fort Loramie players nearby. Grace Ruenkamp, number 30. There you see Grace. She'll come into the lineup. In the final minute of the first half. Inside is Meyering. And Fort Loramie, though they lose it out of bounds, it's off of Botkins, and Redskins will inbound it. It looks like Gephardt will do the honors. Or rather, Ruenkamp does. Back over to the corner to Gephardt. Shot no good. Rebounded by Meyering. Shot off target. Hannah Bailey with a rebound for Botkins. They'll push it up court to Greavy. Ball's on the floor. Fort Loramie has it. Here comes Gephardt. She'll draw the foul, as Bergman really didn't have much choice for Botkins.
She just kind of sized her up that time, and
this time she went in for a left-handed layup.
Yeah, that was impressive. But I think she knew she was going to get hammered there.
So Kennedy Gephardt, number 12. 5'5" sophomore, connects on the free throw, and she's into double figures with 10 points. There you see on the replay the foul by Bergman. That is Bergman's 3rd foul, too. 2nd free throw, nice form, and the shot goes for Gephardt. 36-10.
That's exactly, if you're Botkins, that's exactly what you didn't want to see, is Bergman picking up her 3rd foul with 20 seconds to go.
15-footer no good by Ruenkamp. Rebound will come off to Greavy. Page Lane up the court. Sutton will take the shot, no good. And at the buzzer, Fort Loramie grabs the rebound. Great effort here, a nice performance by Fort Loramie as they have the lead here at the half. Fort Loramie 36, Botkins 10. We'll be back right after this.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. Carriage Works thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Back here at Fort Loramie, the Redskins have the big lead, 36-10 over their Shelby County Athletic League rivals, the Botkins Trojans, 36-10. There you see the Redskins taking some shots before the second half begins. Let's take a look at our first half numbers.
From the field, the Trojans 2 of 16, the Redskins 14 of 30. Pretty much all these stats are going to favor the Redskins. From the three-point line, 0 for 4 for Botkins, 4 of 6 for Fort Loramie. From the foul line, the Trojans were 6 of 9, and the Redskins 4 of 6. Rebounding-wise, big difference. 18 for the Redskins, 9 rebounds for the Trojans. Turnovers, just the opposite. 12 turnovers for the Trojans, and the Redskins, nice half with only 3 turnovers.
Some big numbers there as you take a look at it. Quite a difference for the two teams. You know, first of all, the one jumps out at you. A couple things jump out at you. You got 2 out of 16 or so for Botkins, and then the number of turnovers at 12, which, as we talked about throughout the first half, Fort Loramie's defense just extremely aggressive here this afternoon.
Yeah, so they're having trouble getting shots, and when they do get a shot, it's contested. And if they miss, which they missed 14 of them, Loramie's going to get the rebound. They didn't give up hardly any offensive rebounds. They did a nice job on the defensive boards, and on the other side, Loramie did a real nice job on the offensive boards.
Botkins will have the first possession of the second half. Bergman's turnaround jumper is no good, and it's going to go out of bounds as Bergman gets a good shot, but like the story of the first half, it just doesn't go in for the Trojans.
So they're back into that defense. It looks like a 1-3-1 matchup. Now they're going to trap out of it. And that's why you would have the big girl on the top, Bergman. If they hit the wing, they're going to use her as a trapper, and they'd have to throw it high to get the ball over her head. And then the other wing person is supposed to intercept that pass.
Bergman picks up her third foul, and she's out front in that defense as she tries to apply some pressure.
And as she comes out, then you can really identify it as a 1-3-1.
Fort Loramie, there's the jump shot by Ratterman, no good, and quickly after it is Gephardt as Fort Loramie will have it top of the key as Holscher will handle it as they move it around, or rather Meyering. Number 32 will catch the ball, and Hattie Meyer, let's make sure I got that right. Hattie Meyer with the shot, her first 3 of the afternoon, her first points of the afternoon, and it's 39-10.
She had some nice games when we had broadcast their games last year. She had one in particular here at home where she was just all over the floor in the passing lanes and steals on presses, and she just did a fantastic job.
Ratterman will take it almost the length of the court with the easy bucket. That's 41-10. Lane will handle the basketball to Jones. Jones back over to Lane. Lane looks inside for Bergman. They'll kick it back out to the outside, and Jones, or rather Greavy, will handle it. Greavy back over to Bergman. There's Jones open for a three. Shot off target. Bergman will hustle after it and get the rebound. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Fort Loramie. And that's Myring is number 10. Courtney Sutton, a sophomore, comes in the game for Botkins, and Jones will go out. Fort Loramie also with a sub as Myring will come out. Shot a little bit long, but the rebound comes down to Holscher. Holscher up court across the timeline. Gets it back over to teammate Meyer. Meyer will go to the left side. Back over to Ratterman. Now down low to Holdhouse, and she took an extra step.
Nice job of ball movement there by the Redskins. Got the ball entered from the wing, but just too many steps.
Botkins gets it across the timeline as they face that Fort Loramie defense that's so tough on the floor, and that means Fort Loramie is going to get the ball up court quickly as Gephardt. She'll get the shot to drop. And got a stop in the action.
Got an injury there to number 12, Tara Greavy.
Tara Greavy will go out. It's like maybe an elbow to the neck or something to the neck. Bergman with the basketball. And she'll draw the foul. And foul will go against Holscher. Marissa Myring will come back into the lineup as Kenzie Holscher will go out. Inbounds Bergman. Bergman with the move. Right hand shot no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it up. She'll draw the foul. Foul will go against Marissa Myring, number 42. There you see Sarah Bergman.
She's averaging 17 points a ball game. And from the foul line.
Take a look at this play again.
She was 13 of 16 from the foul line coming into the game.
Good free throw shooter, and she hits a second one. It's 43-12. Down low, and we've got a foul inside. That's going to go against Grace Holman, number 44. Ratterman will inbound it. Gets it into Holdhouse at the free throw line. Back over to Ratterman. Shot's just a little bit long, and rebound is going to go off of Fort Loramie, so Botkins will have it.
So Loramie is well on their way to their 800th win in the program's history. And as we mentioned in the pregame, only Lima Bath, Tip City, and Berlin Highland have over 800 wins.
Major milestone for a well-established program like Fort Loramie's, as the jump shot no good, and the scrap for the rebound comes down to Gephardt, and Fort Loramie will pull it back out and settle into their offense, which right now is run by Ratterman. She'll go to the right side as they work the perimeter. Gephardt with a shot no good. Bergman has her hands on it for Botkins, but it's going to go out of bounds and off of Marissa Myring, I believe. Jaden Putoff, number 31, will come into the lineup for Fort Loramie. 5'10" freshman, seeing her first playing time today. Outside shot no good as Lane shot a little bit long. Rebound no good. Put back up by Greavy, no good. Still there's a scrap for the basketball, and it'll come down to for Loramie. And that's Heather Eilerman also into the lineup. Myring. Loose ball picked up by Sutton. Across the timeline. Fast court pass, and it's going to be off target as Bailey shot just a little bit too strong. Rebound comes down to Putoff. Up court comes for Loramie. Ratterman back over to Amwally. Ratterman down the lane. Open jumper to the right side, and that's number 10, Heather Eilerman. She'll connect with the basket. 45-12 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Bergman, nice move inside, and the shot just doesn't go. Eilerman with the rebound. Eilerman will push it up court. That's Ratterman as she'll handle the basketball. Also in the lineup is Macy Emwally, number 33. On the baseline, that's number 10, Eilerman. Shot no good, but the rebound comes down to Greavy. Sutton will handle it. Across the timeline, over to the right side. Shot from the corner, no good by Bailey, and good hustle there as Janelle Greavy gets it back out to Paige Lane. Shot no good. Botkins getting lots of shots, just nothing going home.
Yeah, they're 0 for about 0 for 10 here in the third quarter. But you just keep firing them up.
Some of them not too bad shots.
No, there's some pretty good open shots, just down by 33 and nothing's going in.
One of those afternoons for the Trojans against a very fine Fort Loramie team. Pass over to the corner and the shot no good as Rasman shot off target, but on the rebound we're going to have a foul. And foul is going to go against Janelle Greavy. That's her second, as the free throw by Eilerman is a little bit strong.
That's their first foul shot here in the second half.
Jones and Holman back in the lineup for Botkins as Eilerman now has 7 points in the afternoon after the made free throw. Over to Greavy on the baseline, off the glass, no good. There's the rebound, up and in, and that's number 13, Paige Lane, and she'll come up with a steal in the inbounds play, and there's going to be a foul against Eilerman.
So hustle from the Trojans leads to the turnover, and they drew the foul from Loramie. That's nice to see. You know, you're down 32 and still playing all out.
Botkins will have the basketball. Holman double team. Back over to Sutton and in the corner. Back out, loose ball that's picked up. Top of the key, and the shot goes as Paige Lane. He's now got 7 points with that three-pointer. Sophomore for Botkins as Fort Loramie will take their time as we approach the final minute of the third quarter. Jumper by Eilerman, no good. Ball goes to the floor, and it's going to come out to Botkins. It's going to have a one-on-one here as Jones will pass it over to her teammate Sutton, but unfortunately goes out of bounds.
Yeah, she got down the floor, and all of a sudden there's Hattie Meyer, and you know you're in trouble when you reach that point.
And Meyer hustling as well. Got back on defense after the turnover. 46-17 our score. Fort Loramie with the advantage over Botkins as Meyer will bring it up across the timeline. Down the lane they come. as back into the lineup is Gephardt as Fort Loramie with the basketball as Meyer will handle it. Pass tipped away there by Janelle Greavy for Botkins. Fort Loramie will settle into the offense. 15 seconds to go, third quarter. Fort Loramie being patient. Clock is coming up on 5 seconds as jump shot taken by number 32, Hattie Meyer, with about 2 seconds left, and it goes home. And our third quarter score, Fort Loramie 46, Botkins 17. Will return with fourth quarter action right after this.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Back here at Fort Loramie, the Redskins and girls basketball play have a 48-17 lead, and they'll have the basketball to start the final 8 minutes of play. And boy, just not a lot you can say. Fort Loramie is just playing a fine basketball game here this afternoon.
Yeah, no matter who they put in, it seems like the result's the same.
Bergman with a steal for Botkins, and she'll draw the foul.
Good hustle there by Bergman with the steal and all the way down the floor and draws the 2-shot foul.
Gephardt's second foul, and Bergman, a very adept free throw shooter, hits nothing but net. Second free throw around and out, rebound. Comes down to Meyering. She brings it up court.
That's one area where Botkins has excelled at today. The 9 of 13 from the free throw line.
In the corner to Meyering. Back out to Meyer. Over to Gephardt. Gephardt inside. Turnaround jump shot by Holscher, but there's going to be a 3-second call against Fort Loramie. Lane will handle the basketball back to Bergman. Going to have a whistle. It's going to be a charge against number 44, Grace Holman. That's her fourth here this afternoon. Fort Loramie with the big 48-18 lead, 30-point difference in this one. Meyer. Short jump shot on the outside there as Meyering shot off target. Loose basketball at midcourt. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession arrow goes to Botkins. Elia Jones handling the basketball. She'll go to the left side, looks inside as Bergman runs the cut. Back out the lane. She's double teamed in that Fort Loramie pressure. Back over to Holman. Pushes it in the corner. That's a three. Number 14, Jones. for the first 3 of the afternoon.
Looked like Loramie went to a 1-2-2 zone there. You know, right now they can work on anything that they need work on.
Drive down the lane. The shot no good by Meyering. Battle for the rebound. Meyering gets it. Rebound's going to come down to Bergman. And boy, she gets tripped up in the backcourt. Unintentional, of course. Kind of scares you for a moment as Bergman goes sprawling, but she'll go to the free throw line. Well, it's the team's 5th, so Botkins will inbound it. And Holman, number 44, tosses it into Jones. Jones goes to the right side. Jones hit a three-pointer just a few minutes ago. Handling the basketball is Lane. Pass inside. And got an injury there. I think that's Greavy.
She grabbed her right knee.
We've got a break in the action with 5:29 to go. Our score, Fort Loramie 48, Botkins 21. We'll return right after this.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
5:29 to play in this one. Fort Loramie 48, Botkins 21, and injury timeout. And we're back to live action here, and Fort Loramie will have the basketball. And up court comes Hattie Meyer, number 32.
Now Botkins goes back to the 3-2 zone. They're going to trap out of that.
And it's going to create a turnover as Fort Loramie tosses it out of bounds as Taylor Ratterman, number 23, will come back into the lineup, as well as teammate number 40, Abby Holdhouse. Number 13, Paige Lane, will inbound it for Botkins. And the Trojans will settle into their offense. Holman with a three-pointer, shot no good, and the rebound comes down to Gephardt. Meyer. Cross court pass there to Ratterman. Back over to Gephardt. Shot no good, and a rebound by Holdhouse. And Abby Holdhouse puts it up and in, number 40. 50-21.
She wasn't expecting Bergman to cut to the basket.
There's Gephardt. She'll pick up that loose basketball. Boy, that's just extra effort there as Gephardt gets a bucket for herself. She's got 15 on the afternoon. Sutton back over to Lane. Jones.
Loramie there in a 3-2 zone now.
Pitch and catch as they get it to Bergman down the baseline. Back out to Lane. Thinks about it, and they get it to the corner this time. Lane will take the shot. No good, but a rebound. In the right spot at the right time is Courtney Sutton, and she gets the basket. 52-23, 4 minutes left in this one. Meyer Gephardt. Short jumper inside. Nice work by Fort Loramie as Marissa Myring gets the easy bucket. Bergman back over to Holman. Back to Bergman in the corner. She'll take the long three, and she connects. Sarah Bergman.
We haven't seen that
26
too much out of her as far as shooting threes. Got a nice looking shot.
Three minutes plus left in this one. Fort Loramie, Holthouse at the free throw line. Shot rolls in and out. And a whistle stops the action. Marissa Myring will draw the foul, her third. Substitutes made by Fort Loramie. Try to get it inside to Holman. Taken away by Holscher. She'll go the length of the court. Shot's a little bit short. Jump ball, and the possession error will go to Botkins' way. Number 23, Taylor Ratterman. There you see Taylor. She's about to inbound the basketball. The official hands it off in the corner to the right side of Myring. Back out to Holscher. Over to Ratterman. Loose basketball. Holthouse and number 13, Paige Lane, end up with it. Possession error will go to the Trojans. So Botkins will have the basketball as Janelle Greavy, a junior, comes back into the game.
Been a lot of substitutions today.
Lots of playing time for a lot of different people.
I know all the girls have played for Fort Loramie, the whole team. Botkins probably everybody but maybe three. I think they.
A couple of freshmen, I think, perhaps.
Yeah.
Haven't seen some action. Maybe some sophomores that are on the junior varsity. Fort Loramie trying to hit their 56 point as the shot no good by Holscher. Rebound comes down to the Redskins, and once again Holscher will take it inside, and a whistle will stop play, and it's going to be on number 24, or 42 rather. Make that number 24 is right the first time. Sarah Bergman will pick up her fourth foul with 2:08 to go, and she'll go out of the contest.
The official's going to get a sore arm waving them in.
And now we're getting deeper into the Botkins bench. We're 22, McKenna Maurer, one player into the lineup for Botkins. Under 2 minutes to go. Outside jump shot's a little bit too strong by Jones, and Meyer will have the rebound, and Holscher will run point. Holscher with it to the left side after the pass from Mwali, and Holscher's shot no good. Own rebound, puts it up and in. Mwali with a rebound shot.
Yeah, nice move there by Holscher. Just didn't convert the basket, but that's what you're looking for there. Put the ball on the floor, get it to the hole.
Holscher with 4 points, 56-26. Inside shot no good by Holman. Fort Loramie's Ratterman with it. Over to the right side, and Mwali back out to Ratterman. Jaden Putoff, a freshman, number 31 in the lineup. Ireland will take the short jumper at the free throw line, no good, and Botkins with a rebound. As we close out the third game of the season for these two teams, as Grace Holman gets the bucket for Botkins to roll home, and it's 56-28. Fort Loramie is going to move to 3-0 overall and 2-0 in conference play. Botkins will fall to 2-1 and 1-1 in league play, as Fort Loramie has the basketball here as the clock counts down. And the jump shot there by Taylor Adamman, the sophomore guard, connects as Botkins will bring it up court, but that's it. Our score, Fort Loramie 59, Botkins 28. We'll return right after this.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Historic afternoon for Fort Loramie girls basketball. The Redskins win their 800th victory in the program's history. Only Lima, Bath, Tip City, and Berlin Highland have over 800 wins. So it's a record-setting afternoon as the Trojans of Botkins happen to be the victim with a 59-28 loss to Fort Loramie. A very solid performance by Coach Carla Siegel's squad here today.
Yeah, pretty much all the stats favor the Redskins. From the floor, Botkins is 8 of 38. From the three-point line, they were 3 of 13. From the foul line, 9 of 13. Rebound, 24. They had 20 turnovers. That was a big mark because Loramie only had 9. From the field, Loramie is 24 of 58. From the three-point line, 6 of 11. From the foul line, 5 of 8. They had 35 rebounds and only 9 turnovers. So all the stats in favor of Loramie, with the exception of the free throws, were pretty even.
And we also had a tough time picking our players of the game as we were mulling it over here during the break. Players of the game, of course, are sponsored by NKTelco, and The winners receive a T-shirt, and for the visiting Botkins Trojans, our player of the game, Sarah Bergman. Sarah, just a fine performance, a solid player, some outside shooting and good free throw shooting on a very difficult afternoon for the Botkins Trojans. So Sarah's our player of the game for Botkins. On the other hand, it's really difficult with the Fort Loramie squad to pick a player of the game, but we selected Kennedy Gephardt. Kennedy had a solid double-digit performance, did well inside, and she's our player of the game for the Fort Loramie Redskins here today. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast: Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, 21st Century Kitchens, Schwieterman's Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Orthopedic Institute of Southwest Ohio, Wagner's IGA, Fowler's TV, Upper Valley Career Center, Schwann's Mama Rosa's, German Farmers Insurance, Cy Schwieterman, NKTelco Sports, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Dental Care, and Minster Bank all bring you this afternoon's game between Botkins and Fort Loramie. Also like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school girls basketball on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503, Sunday, December 3rd at 12 p.m., Monday, December 4th at 6 p.m. You can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.net. Our crew here this afternoon in the van: Isaac Sell, Scott Robinson, and on the cameras, Bryce Hamrick, Tyler Wolf, and Ian Bullheimer. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me this afternoon, Ron Cruzy. Our final score: Fort Loramie 59 and Botkins 28.